Looking for blockers. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Changing the routes with his receivers. Wants to throw one first. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And the defense comes out on the very first play of the game on the road, and they bring the energy, and they get the sack. They came into this one on fire, ready to go, and that is a statement early.
Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down. The Blue Devils will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Hauls it in at the 40. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Working the ground game.
And I think that's really the key to this football team. You saw it last week, man. Everything kind of falls into place when he gets the football and the ground game gets going. And I think when you play a rivalry game with emotion, with passion, like settle everybody in, run the football, and be more physical.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond, and the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
It's complete to the right. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The give to the left. To the 10. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. The Tar Heels have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nowhere to go.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Fires into the end zone. Incomplete. He was looking for the score there.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
Now, after the incompletion, it leaves them with third and goal from the 3. Sells to fake. They're all over it. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Hang on just a second. I think they're going to try to get the touchdown here. Man, this could be a gamble, guys. They could come up empty. Back to pass. It's Edwards. Lets it fly. Touchdown, North Carolina. Fitted in the window for the score.
And I love the aggressiveness early. Love that they went for it on 4th down. They punch it in. They get the 7. And here's the thing, Palmer. I love the aggressiveness. When you start to get this goal-to-goal situations, the defense now, even if they get a stop, they got to go the whole length of a field against my squad. Love people that go for touchdowns instead of field goals down here.
Well, I think the offensive line also helps the head coach make that call, knowing that he can trust these guys to get it done. These guys are battle-tested. A lot of these players have been in big games and played in big moments. So here you are early in this situation. Let's roll the dice. Let's capitalize on this and trust those big fellas to get it done.
So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Fresh setter downs going to the air. They'll run the screen. It'll be a gain of 6. Sets up 2nd and 4.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
And the Blue Devils can really attack on this 2nd and short. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
This is a team right now playing with tons of confidence because of how much their defense is dominating. Just look what they did the last time they took the field, and look what they're doing early in this game. They've got dudes flying around making plays. They are a tough unit.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Snags it. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Offense staying on the field. They'll hurry up on 4th down. The give on 4th. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
And that's a nice run by the running back. And I tell you what, man, these rivalry games, a lot of times they're decided by who can run the football, who can exert their will, be more physical, because there's so much emotion that goes into it. And going back to last year, like this game was so close, so tight. So what's going to be the difference? A lot of times, man, it's the physicality and the running.
He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
And this QB, man, how about it? It's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass. He realizes it's man-to-man, and as they start to chase their guys down the field, well, nobody's got me, and I can just take off, and I've got speed. He chews up ground so easy.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Now on the move. They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball, because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
They'll field this one in tight quarters. And the returner will be dragged down. And so the Tar Heel offense makes its way onto the field to start the drive. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. He tries to take the top off. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. Taking it the other way. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense. And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Keeps it moving. It's Shepard. Swamped immediately.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Keep it on the ground. They get him down, tough run, picks up 4, they'll mark it at the 19. The Blue Devils in the hurry-up. Making the adjustment. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. Wide receiver going in motion. Powers through the defender. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Looking downfield, it's Edwards. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Push is ahead. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And the Tar Heels will punt it away on 4th down. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Sends his first one of the day on the way, and we didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Here comes the Duke offense to start the drive. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Walker will fire. Got his man. Makes a grab and a nice gain. Gets it to the 35. And the Blue Devils are in the hurry-up. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Slides past the sticks, and he converts on 2nd and long. Great awareness on the scramble. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Left side, it's Moore. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Rush right in his face. Got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Blue Devils. point here will tie the game. And he tacks on the extra point. They just finished off a 53-yard scoring drive. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. And he's going to bring this one out. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Dropping back, it's Edwards. Got his man.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He'll pitch it. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch? Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Defense not showing press coverage. Rolls right. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Makes a catch. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can stop the clock. The Tar Heels will hustle to the line.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Short completion on first down, and here comes 2nd and 8. Caught. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Drops back on first down. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking for a man. It's Edwards. Reels it in. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
They want to throw it. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. One more snap coming before halftime. He's changing the play. Snap on first down, wants to throw. With the catch, it's Moore. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. Let's get things popping this week with Kentucky taking on the number 1 team, the Oklahoma Sooners.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Hand off from the shotgun. There he goes. He's at the 40. The 20. Touchdown, UNC! They take the lead here in the second half.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed, look at the elusiveness, get into the end zone. Nice run.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. From deep, it's Moore. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Walker to throw. Lets it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but, man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
Dangerous throw on that one.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
Unloads to the wideout. And the deflection by the defense brings up fourth down.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. Quarterback changing the play. Snapped it, and he has to have it. That one comes out hot down the right side. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. From the gun. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Touchdown, Tar Heels! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Coming out with it, it's Moore. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Blue Devil offense will try to get things going on this drive. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
And that's a great play call by the offensive coordinator because that play is essentially the extension of a sweep play. You're getting your running back an extra touch to the perimeter of the field, so now he can go to work in open space.
Wants to throw on first. Had to get rid of it quickly. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
Long way to go on second down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Back's got it on the screen. Gain of 9 on that one. Third down and short. He needs a yard. The Blue Devils headed quickly to the line. Trying to slip through and pick it up. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half if they keep giving him the football.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the defense got it. All by himself down the middle. Touchdown, North Carolina. The defense putting points on the board. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
This is just complimentary football, and we're seeing it now. Offense scoring points and the defense doing their job. Great job flying to the ball, forcing that football loose, picking it up, convoy to go score, David. Everything going their way.
Everything going their way, making plays, and this offense is going to have to find some answers. Now dug yourself a hole. Going to get in predominantly passing situations. This offense has got to find something fast.
Deep in the end zone, it's Moore. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. There's no question this team is reeling down 28-7, and they have to find a way to get a score on the board with this drive. Out. It's a fumble on the play. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And I'm not going to say this one's over, man, but once you start to get in the third quarter and you've built this big of a deficit, every possession means so much, and you can't give them away, and they do. They give it away with the fumble, and now they're going to really need this defense to bail them out, to make some plays, to force a turnover, maybe even score because they've built a good deficit.
Might as well run him again. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. Third and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. To the air, it's Edwards. They get to him as he throws. Right through the wicket. He just flat dropped it on the crosser, and it'll be fourth down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Never a doubt. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Well, sudden change situation. You got to give this defense credit. Their offense just turned it over. They held tight. They didn't allow a touchdown, and they forced their opponent to kick a field goal. Nice job.
He'll bring it out. It's Moore. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Quarterback signaling to his guys. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Going long. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And, man, this home crowd has grown frustrated with what they've seen from this offense. I mean, they just haven't put drives together. They haven't been explosive. And another incompletion, and the clock is ticking. It's running down. They've got to find a way to create some big plays, to create some momentum, and get these guys on their feet yelling.
Working the middle. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. He's loose on the right. The tag. He is in. Touchdown, Duke. They'll line up to go for two. He wants to throw it. And that one is picked off in the end zone.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time, he just tried to force it into a tiny window, ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. North Carolina's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, David.
Yeah,
nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, an offense, you're hoping your run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Dropping back, it's Edwards. Zings it complete to the right. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Pulls it. He'll pitch it. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. Midway point in the season, in games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. DB's right up on the receivers. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Touchdown, UNC! And the stomping has commenced. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Duke offense to start the drive. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs going to the air. And the rush will get to him at the 25. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
It's a little demoralizing, too, I think, if you're on defense, because it looked like you had him, right? It's 3rd down. Everybody's getting ready for a big sack. They're pinning their ears back, trying to get upfield. You just can't make the play. Quarterback's able to escape. He doesn't get the first down, but
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Needs it here on 4th down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Blue Devils moving quickly to the line.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that.
It's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. The quarterback tried to make something out of it with his legs, but instead, he turns the football over.
And this is what you like about the quarterback. You don't want to handcuff him. You want to give him the freedom and the flexibility to get outside and create. That's where he's brilliant. That's really the added element he brings this offense. But you do need to reel him in with respect to the fundamentals and taking care of the football. It just has to do better moving forward.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. It's complete to the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Moving the pocket, it's Edwards. Got him quickly. And that won't quite be enough for the first down as he's knocked down just short of the sticks. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the 4th down.
Turning it on. The 10. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And with that throw, man, you've got to look at this 2-game run for this team. Like, to be able to do it in back-to-back weeks against ranked opponents, guys that you know, this is going to be a resume builder, a confidence builder for this squad. Impressed with the way this offense has handled their situation. The QB has handled some difficult moments, but Palmer, back-to-back weeks against ranked opponents, that's pretty impressive.
Big for his confidence as a player. I think big for the offensive coordinator and the head coach and their confidence in him as well, because you're right. You beat 2 top 25 teams in 2 straight weeks, in large part because of the way he's played. As a quarterback now, you're earning more throws for the next game and more touchdown pass opportunities because everybody trusts you and believes in you to handle the big moment against good opponents.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Motion from the wideout. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Looking for room. It's Shepard. They put the brakes on him.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. With yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent, does a portal help level this out a little bit where it's really difficult to know which team should be ranked in the first place?
I think the portal certainly helps. At the end of the day, though, they just wanted it more today, and that win is going to help recruiting. It's going to help their confidence moving forward. I know this, David. Every team on the rest of their schedule, they're now taking account and notice of this game.
And I completely agree. Like, you start to build momentum, and then momentum helps you find more guys in the portal and helps high school recruiting. So big ranked win today. And hey, who knows? Maybe this gets them in the rankings in the near future.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.